Today we are going to go to the Container Store. We took all the measurements inside the cabinet in the kitchen, the refrigerator, and the lower cabinet. We took measurements of that, and we're gonna go to the Container Store and see what kind of mess we can get into. That's gonna be this whole video. Is a little bit of vlog, a little bit of let's redo our kitchen. Tiny, tiny New York City kitchen. I got stuff for refrigerator, baskets for cleaning, stuff for cats, cutting boards, lid organizers, those containers for dry goods. I'm trying to think if there's anything else for we got stuff for underneath the cabinet, underneath the cabinet. Is that it? Did we hit?
You did it.
We did it. For this video, I'm not going to focus so much on the refrigerator. I only got 2 or 3 things for that. Instead, we put our money into our cabinets and being able to optimize space there. We only have a few cabinets for, 2 full-grown adult people, so it's just not a lot of space to work with. So we wanted to focus our efforts there. Picked up a couple of little things that weren't for the cabinets, the cat's food. It was nice to have a little container for that, and I picked up a dry erase board so I could write some stuff down. I'm always thinking of something, but if I do not write it down at that moment, we're out of something, I will forget every time. Matt's like, what's our list for the grocery store? And I say, don't remember. When I'm organizing in this video, you'll see it a couple times. I kept it in. I cut most of this part out, which is me just thinking, looking at everything, assessing what space I have, what things we use the most, where to prioritize, if I can stack things. There's just so many questions that come up when you organize. So I don't want you to feel like people just automatically know what to do. I think most of this is a process of elimination. So you go in, and I know for me specifically, and you'll see it sometimes in this video, that I will go in, I'll try something, I'll let it sit there, I'll take a step back, I'll look at it, look back at what I have yet to put into that space and see if it makes sense for it to stay there. Sometimes I move it, sometimes I keep it. So just remember, if you're doing this for your place, whether you have a really, really tiny kitchen like us, like you're in a rental or just in a tiny space, or if you have a lot of space, you obviously would fill it up. But in organization, there is no strict rule book. You just kind of have to go based on what makes sense for you. These OX bins, definitely an investment, and we got one of the cheaper versions of it, but it's very, very helpful. We did get this variety pack here and it did work out, but they do have the individual ones as well, and they have different tops and lids. They have a steel collection, so if you're going for a certain aesthetic, you can definitely find it. And these are just so nice to have. It's nice to not have to look at, the Metamucil bottle. It's much more attractive to have it inside this bin.
in order to keep good, healthy habits, I wanted to reorganize the space, give everything a home, and it has been working out really well. It's been about 5 days since I, made this last part of this video, and it's been really easy to maintain. I think that's the other part of this, maintaining what you've set up. So don't always just go for the aesthetic, because that doesn't always mean that it'll be easy on you to maintain. You have to think about your day-to-day life. Does this make sense? If it's something you use often, keep it within reach of you. And if it's something that you only use, once a week or only so often, then you can put it higher up. I hope you really like this video because I loved making it, and I will make sure to have links to everything in the description. In case you saw something you think might work for you, I did purchase all this at the Container Store, and I will just put those links directly for you so it's easier to find. Okay, I have finished the refrigerator, the cabinet, the underneath cabinet, and I think that's it. So I tried to keep stuff
together that made sense for Matt and I. So if you're looking to do this with your place, I would just do it off of what makes sense to you. I also try to obviously be like aesthetically pleasing. We have all of our seasonings up here together. I use some of these OX bins to organize everything. Love this. This makes everything so much easier. I can't believe it took us this long to get one. I took this and moved it this way because it didn't fit long ways, and then actually it kind of worked out because behind this is where I keep a bunch of stuff I don't use that often or are back stock. That kind of worked out anyways, and then I just took everything out of the boxes and put them in that so it makes it look a little bit neater. Over here is just like big stuff and stuff that we use often. I have usually yogurt every morning, so I have that. This is our little, I got this little corner thing thinking it would fit in here. Didn't even check the measurements even though we took the measurements. But it's okay because it fits nicely on the counter here, and I can like put stuff on top and below, so it's good for storage. I love this now that it's all organized. It makes it a lot more, it's a system, you know? If you watch the home edit, you know. Everything just has its place now and keeps it hopefully nice and organized when you're actually doing stuff and cooking. In here, I did not get a lot for the refrigerator. I want to get something to hold cans, but I did get one for the eggs. It has the little egg holders in there, which is nice. This one is for vegetables. This one is just a very, like half of this size one, so that one's good for fruit. But yeah, there's a lot more organization that could be done in here, but for right now, this is what we're working with. So that's the end of this organization video, but we'll have other ones. There's like a bunch of closets in here now that I don't have a lot of stuff to organize. Like, we dropped a pretty penny at the Container Store, so probably gonna have to save up a little bit before we go back and, you know, buy stuff for other places. But for now, the kitchen's organized and we use it a lot more since we're home more often these days, so that's where we decided to focus.